Miami-Dade County is facing the largest budget shortfall since 2008, and this budget deficit is expected to be around $400 million. So what's going on? How did we get here? And what's the solution? And if you think I'm being dramatic, take a look for yourself.
When was the previous time that Miami-Dade County has projected a $500 million budget shortfall or anything even close to that?
08, 09, 2009, 2010.
Okay, when we were in the middle of a very serious financial situation.
So what's going on? Miami-Dade's current budget is $12.7 billion, with 37% going towards capital infrastructure and 63% going towards operating expenses. Now, $8 billion of the county's total budget goes towards operating expenses. Now, $4 billion of the $8 billion, which is 50%, is covered by revenues these departments generate, like airport fees, water and sewage charges, and seaport fees, and solid waste fees. And $3.8 billion comes from the general fund, property taxes, and other revenues. For fiscal year 2026, the budget gap is expected to be around $387 million, which it could grow to $473 million if the constitutional offices receive all their extra budget requests. So how do we get here? Well, these 5 constitutional offices were recently created, which are the sheriff, clerk, tax collector, supervisor of elections, property appraiser, and each of these departments are now demanding full departmental budgets plus 6 to 14% annual growth. Miami-Dade County is also facing revenue threats such as the state tax cut proposals, which limit county revenue growth and forecasts assume flat or declining revenues. You also have the rising cost of inflation, with construction, utilities, labor agreements, fuel, and supplies all going up, while many of these department fees, which are charged to the public, haven't changed in over a decade. And finally, the loss of one-time funds, such as the COVID-era grants, which have dried up, but ongoing spending commitments were rolled into recurring budgets, creating permanent obligations. So what's the possible solution? And we can anticipate hiring freezes and pauses on raises on non-essential, non-citizen-facing roles, tech and automation investments to trim workforce costs, streamlining and merging departments, cutting red tape to improve efficiency, reduction of programs and services, and reviews of fees that haven't been updated since the past 12 to 15 years, like solid waste, transit, parks, to generate revenue, aiming to match every dollar of expenses with a dollar of revenue without raising property taxes. Now, what are your thoughts on this budget deficit, and where do you think the future of Miami-Dade County is going? Drop in the comments down below. And if you enjoy this type of content and learn something new, what are you waiting for? Give me a follow.